Hi, welcome to Concord TV. I'm Elizabeth Carr, the Communications Director for the Massachusetts Association for the Blind, and today I've got some people here who have been supporting the Mass Association for the Blind in our Team with a Vision fundraiser we've got going on right now in Concord. And to give you a little background, Massachusetts Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired serves people all over the state. We have approximately 34 low vision support groups. We have vision rehabilitation. We have assistive technology programs, and of course our volunteer program. And today we're going to talk about another program, which is Team with a Vision, our Boston Marathon team. So let's start with you, Megan. Megan Birch-McMichael is one of our Team with a Vision runners.
Yeah.
So tell me where you're from and why you got started with Team with a Vision.
I'm from Stowe, Massachusetts. Well, that's where we live now. I'm originally from Rhode Island. And I started with Team with a Vision because when I met you, I'm a writer, and I was writing for Runner's World Zoe. And I did a profile on an amazing woman named Diane Barbarian, and she is a visually impaired triathlete, actually. She was an Ironman before she started losing her vision. And she's just a really amazing person who has sort of adapted her life as she's been losing her vision. I met Andrea Croak because of Diane Barbarian, and Andrea also works at MABV. And it just so happened she lived in the next town. So she said, join our running club in Maynard. And so we started running together and became really good friends. And then, of course, Diane said, would you like to guide me in a race? And I said, I don't know if I can keep up with you. So I guided her in the BAA 5K, and I've written about her, and I've written about guiding and other things. And so when Andrea said, hey, would you like to run the Boston Marathon? I said, are you kidding me? Absolutely. And so I have spent the last 6 months fundraising for MAVI, and it has just been an amazing experience.
So let's talk for a moment about guiding somebody.
Sure.
So when you had met Diane, you had never guided a runner before, a blind and visually impaired runner. So what did you learn from Diane, who is a pro, about guiding somebody else in a race? What's that like?
So I went into it with a lot of anxiety and nerves because I was used to doing everything for myself. I was used to running for myself. And so to be running with another person puts an entirely different layer in it. And so she taught me, this is what I need from you. I need you to talk me through this. I need you to basically, let other people know that I am visually impaired, not in a loud way, but just sort of, be my buffer. We were tethered together. Different visually impaired runners and athletes use different kinds of tethers. So sometimes you're tethered at the waist. So that's what Diane and I used. Sometimes they it looks like two people are running and holding hands, basically, but that's the best way. And so it was an amazing experience because I was guiding her, but Diane is a coach. And so Diane coached me through that entire 5K too. I was her eyes, but she was really kind of, it sounds really cheesy, but like she was sort of my heart in it. Like she kept, we sort of guided each other. And so, but it's an amazing experience. And I would say that anybody who thinks that they can't do it, you can. It is not difficult. Plug United in Stride.
Yes, that's right. As Megan was mentioning, we also have another website for anybody around the country called United in Stride, which basically matches up a sighted guide and a visually impaired runner. So if you are in San Diego and you're looking for somebody because you're traveling to Massachusetts or you're traveling wherever, you can find somebody to run with. So. Yeah, so, well, thank you for all your fundraising and your running, and let's get involved, Dan, to talk with you about Team with a Vision. And, the Lions, really their core mission is sight. So, how does that align here?
Well, it is all about sight. Ever since, I believe it was 1929 when Helen Keller challenged the Lions. I believe her words were to be Knights of the Blind in the Crusade Against Darkness. And ever since that point, the Lions' overriding mission has been around the world to work with the blind and vision impaired. But on a local level, the Lions have a lot of things that we do. For instance, I think in the post office and in the banks and supermarkets, you see the eyeglass recycling boxes.
Right.
And what we'll do is take eyeglasses that are no longer useful to somebody, they'll pop them in the box, and we recycle those to people that can use them around the world. And we also do a lot of other, it's not uncommon for us to partner with maybe a school nurse or a social worker. We may get a call from an individual who can't afford to get an eye exam or eyeglasses, and part of our budget is set aside to provide that for people. And we also work with the Mass Lions Eye Research Fund. As we collect money, we pool our money together, and last year I believe we donated about $11,000 to Mass Lions Eye Research, which is then used for grants for, I think last year some went to the VU Medical Center or Tufts Medical. Whatever the cutting edge research is, these people can apply for grants, and we're just thrilled to be able to help in any way we can. And
That's excellent.
It's fantastic partnership for us.
And it's interesting too that you mentioned Helen Keller. So Helen Keller was actually on one of the original board of directors of MAVV. And I think a lot of people don't know that, but she was really a champion of moving the needle forward, right? And so, in your partnership with us, especially at Crosby's, it's been so nice. Go shopping at Crosby's right now and buy a sneaker. You'll see Dan in the National Charity League and all of our other wonderful sponsors, Reasons to be Cheerful and Emerson Hospital. We've got so many people involved. So what made you want to get right in there?
Well, it's a perfect partnership for us. It gives us the ability to work with you guys. It's a better use of our resources. We love the idea of the technology that you guys are working on. You guys are probably a little bit better with marketing, than we are. So if we pool our resources together, then I think it makes us both stronger.
So you mentioned the assistive technology piece, and this is really a new program where elderly seniors can learn new technology that can really enhance their life. We had one gentleman a couple days ago who said he was just so excited to be able to go and know how to use Amazon.com and buy an electric toothbrush. Something so small that, you wouldn't understand if you have your sight, that is important to be able to know how to use that website and use all the different technology that's available for visually impaired folks as well. So it's really a fascinating program, and to have support from a group like you is really, at our core mission as well, to partner together and keep moving.
Well, thank you. That's the way we're looking at it as well. And I think at our dinner meeting in April, we're going to have a guide and possibly a marathon runner as well, and they're going to be talking more about that technology and maybe bring a few pieces in for us to look at. That's so we couldn't be more thrilled about the partnership, and we just love the work you're doing, and it's just a perfect match for us. So we're excited about it.
And Virginia, you're new to the MAVV world here with us, but tell me about the serendipitous way that you found out about who we are and what we do.
Well, over the holidays, we received a brochure explaining your mission. And our store has been giving back. We've been in Concord for 2 years, but we're part of a bigger group across the country, J. McLaughlin. And we're located at 14 Walden Street, and we typically host different organizations to sip and shop in our store. And we give back 15% of the sales to the charity. So we were having a sip and shop this past weekend with Buddy Dog, and I was going to Crosby's to pick up some refreshments, and I saw the banner above Crosby's, and I thought, this is Team with a Mission. This is the group I wanted to partner with and have a sip and shop. This is perfect. So I'm wandering around and I saw one of the Lions members and I picked up my supplies and then I saw a team member with the purple shirt, Team with a Mission. I said, "Oh, are you volunteering?" She said, "Well, actually I'm part of the marketing and community outreach." And I met Linda. So I said, "Can you come back to the store? I'd love to show you the store, see what we're all about, how we give back to the community." And so she came to the store, and I thought, why don't we partner with the other stores that are along the marathon route? So we thought, let's go with our Wellesley store,
Wow.
our Chestnut Hill store called The Street, and our Boston location, which is on Charles Street. The four of us collectively hosting this for Team with a Vision. All they have to do is come into the store, mention they want to support Team with a Vision, and we would donate from their sale, their purchases, 15%. So four of us could really make a difference. And it's for the whole week. So we thought with people coming into town early, want to do some shopping, they could come in and we would then mark those sales and then collectively add them together and donate to your mission.
So Virginia, all of your stores along the marathon route now through J. McLaughlin are going to open up and give 15% of proceeds as long as someone mentions Team with a Vision. So
Yes.
remind me of the dates that this is going to happen.
It's going to be Sunday, April 9th through Saturday, April 15th.
Excellent.
And generally our stores are open 10 to 6. I believe the street is open till 7.
7.
And we are looking forward to supporting this. We will have refreshments, additional staff to help support. And I think collectively we can really make a difference.
And this is one of the reasons why, we love partnering with a community like Concord, because so many people jump in and just say, great, let's get involved, let's do this. And, for the Lions and National Charity League and Reasons to Be Cheerful has given us a lot of support, and now you all is just, phenomenal to be here. So, so tell us more about the idea behind supporting all these different programs and charities and organizations. Where did that idea come from?
So J. McLaughlin was established in 1977, and Kevin and Jay McLaughlin, who were the founding brothers, wanted to go into communities and become great neighbors. We don't open with a bang. We don't open with a lot of hoopla or anything. We just want to quietly move into a community, and we want to be immersed in the community, and we want to give back to our communities. We call it local and loyal. And we've done this. We have over 125 stores nationally, and we partner with all kinds of organizations. Not only do our customers have interests or have, we may be talking to a customer and find out, something has affected their family. We're like, okay, this is how we can help. We have our employees who have children, who have family members, who have, all kinds of issues and charities and foundations that they have, a loyalty to or have true meaning to their life. So in order for us to become immersed and to become more involved with our customers, because Kevin and Jay have always said, we want to make a customer, not a sale. And so we do get involved in their lives. And we have so many things that happen. If somebody comes in and they just lay it all out on the line someday, and it's just like, okay, but guess what? Then in the back of your mind, you're like, I can help this family. We can help them as a company. We can help them as a store. And so as a company, yearly, we do over 500 events within our company. It can be anywhere from a national organization to a local, house party at somebody's house for a group of women who have children who may have, autism, and they have their own little mother's club. Everything from a national scale to that we can do. So this partnership is great for us, and the whole thing being on the marathon route with our four stores, 4 of our 12 stores in Massachusetts are on the route. So it's a really nice partnership for us, and Virginia is exceptional at doing this. She's probably our number one event store in Massachusetts. She seeks out people. People relate to her. She knows how to get it done. So it'll be a successful event because Virginia's in charge.
Well,
So
it's so
it'll be great.
interesting too. You have so many more stores, even the ones that aren't on the marathon route. And that's one thing about MAPV as well. We have consumers located all over the state. And so while they may not be part of a team with a vision, we may have a consumer, getting support through the PEP group, which is our peer support group. And we have a PEP group here in Concord as well for low vision seniors. And, all over the state, we have one-to-one volunteers. We have that assistive tech program in Brookline and Worcester, and soon coming to other places as well. So, this partnership, in a way, you're giving back individually to those other communities as well that have these kind of wraparound services that MAPV provides as well. So it's really, an incredible thing to do this. And, I just love that it's probably run by the store on the marathon course, so I'm sure I've waved at it or a time or two. So
Right. Well, we're lucky in Boston because we're at the end of the route. So a lot of people, they finish up and then, there's like this disbursement of people. So, and there's just people in the city the whole week before. So it'll be a great place to be, I think, for us.
wonderful. So as long as anyone goes in and mentions Team with a Vision for that entire week, tell me the dates again.
Sunday, April 9th through Saturday, April the 15th.
Okay.
And as long as they come in and say they're there and they do a purchase, 15% of their purchase, we'll keep track of it. We'll keep track of it in all 4 stores, and then we will do, a nice donation to you guys.
That's great. And don't forget, you can also still stop into Crosby's until April 18th, and I'm sure you'll see Dan. Poor Dan's been there all the time, I feel.
We have the banner right out
that's
front
right.
with the Lions logo on it, and it looks great. We look forward to seeing a lot of people down there, and
So
it's
stop
great
in,
advertising.
say hi to Dan, and make sure you ask him how to join the Lions Club too, because they have a great mission, and we want to help support you as well. So.
Well, thank you. We do have a website. We want to plug the website.
Great.
Can I do that?
Mhm,
It'd be at
absolutely.
lionsofconcord.org,
Okay.
or obviously they can find us on Facebook as well.
They can also, if they'd like, is to call in to any of our stores, and we can take a purchase over the phone.
Oh, great.
And our shipping is free, so we can ship the item, and we will designate those dollars too.
Excellent. Excellent.
Anybody who can't get out of their home but would like to go to our website, they could call our stores.
That's great. Well, thank you all so much for joining me and for all your support for MAPV and Team with a Vision. And we'll just keep going until we get to the finish line.
Yeah.
So thank you
No,
all.
it's a real pleasure.
Go
Thank
team
you.
with a vision.